Hello everyone, this is Mohammed here again. Now we know how to configure OSPF on the backbone area. And we've seen when we enable OSPF on the routers, they will form neighborship and then they become neighbors, and then the OSPF process is working. They can send routes to each other. What is important now is to form some type of security in our OSPF area in a way that no anyone who can just put the router to our network and enable OSPF will also form a neighborship with our network, because in this case, as we have seen, that all routers will have the same topology table inside the area. That means that if someone is putting a router, he can get all the networks that we have inside our area and he can do some type of attacks to our network, and that's something we really need to avoid. By default, when you enable OSPF on the MikroTik router, there is no authentication. So you just put the OSPF and then you form the neighborship if all the criteria, as we've seen in the previous lecture, are met. There is no authentication. That means that if someone has a software where he can emulate on his PC the OSPF process, in this case he can join to our network, and that's something we really need to avoid. OSPF on MikroTik allows you to do two types of authentication: the simple and the hash authentication using MD5. So in the upcoming lecture we are going to speak about the authentication. We are going to see what are the type of the authentication, and after that we are going to do the lab as we did in the previous lectures to talk only about the authentication inside the OSPF, and we will play a little bit changing the authentication type and see how it will be working on our routers. So let's start now talking about the authentication of OSPF on the MikroTik.